Hello, everybody. This is Normal Dad Reviews, and we're going to be going over the original FX series called Shogun. Um, this is streaming on Hulu if you would like to watch it. This is going to be a spoiler free review. And a little background information before we get into it. My wife is Japanese. I lived in Japan for 4 years. I speak the language, I love the culture. So, going to the show, we kind of expected to really enjoy it. Let me go over my categories real quick and how I'm going to rate this. First off, we're going to go over aesthetics, the story, pacing, time investment, cost, tone. Would I watch it again? My family's opinion right now, it's still just my wife's. Meiko chan should be born maybe within 2 or 3 weeks. We're getting close. Uh, is it family friendly? Would I watch this with my daughter when she is born? Would my Southern Pentecostal mother approve? She has high standards, so a lot of the times, no. But there's a bonus point to help deter that one. Did I personally like it? So let's just jump into this one. Aesthetically, this show is beautiful. A lot of the story kind of took place during the rainy season in Japan, and a lot of the times rain washes out a lot of the colors. But even with that going on, the shows, the scenery, the mountains, the cities that it puts together, villages that you go to, it doesn't feel like it's lacking in color. Like it is beautiful. It's pleasing to the eye. The armor that the samurais wear, the outfits that the shogun and the Japanese people of that time had on, all looked amazing. As you can see, kind of going on in the background, there's some samurais fighting, and they have this armor on. Actually, I had the pleasure of going to a few Japanese museums while I was over there. The armor is spot on. It looks exactly like what I saw in those museums. So, as far as aesthetics, 100% getting a point for us there. Next one, story. This is actually based off of a real story. It's kind of based off a guy named William Adams. He's this historical figure. He's from England. In this show, he's portrayed by a guy named John Blackburn. It's kind of going through his time in Japan and his interaction with the Japanese people and how crazy they seemed at the time. So, without getting too many spoilers, 100% kind of giving it a point there. I suggest watching it based off the story alone, or even reading the old Shogun book that they had before this show. Next one, pacing. The pacing was amazing. Each episode didn't feel long enough, and considering it was an hour long, and at the end of it, you're kind of sitting on the edge of your seat wanting more. I think the pacing was amazing. There's 10 episodes, each an hour, so in total 10 hours, but you kind of still felt like you wanted more. But as far as John's story, where it started and where it ending, the pacing felt wonderful. So I'm going to give it a point there. Next one, time investment. Like I said, 10 episodes, each an hour long. We kind of watched it as it was coming out, so it didn't take up as much time out of our week, but still, we would watch just an episode once a week, an hour long each Sunday. But even if it kind of released like Fallout did, kind of all out there right off the bat, I think me and my wife would still both sit down and just binge watch it. It was amazing, and it was definitely worth it for the time that you got. So, giving it a point for time investment for sure. Next one, cost. So, like I said, this is a streaming on Hulu. We actually got a free trial, like first month free. So, we didn't really pay anything. But if you did need to pay for that subscription, I think they have many different types that they offer. But I think the one that we went with is $7. Had the ads, but still $7 for 10 hours worth of content. I think it's 100% worth it. So getting a point for me there for sure. Next one, tone. The tone was serious, and you felt it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of action, a lot of moving parts. And John was a man that wanted to get stuff done. So I felt the tone. There was no BS going on. We really enjoyed that. So getting a point for us there for sure. Would I watch it again? 10 hours of my life. Would I spend another 10 hours on this show? Absolutely. Whenever my daughter is old enough, maybe in her teenage years, to kind of appreciate some more of the darker tones and themes going on, she would she'd probably enjoy watching this with me, and I would enjoy watching this again with her. So yeah, 100% getting another point for me there. Next one, family opinion. I have to scream at my wife in this video. She 100% loved it. She wanted more. So, getting a point again for us there. Next one, family friendly. No, not right now. There's a lot going on. There's quite a bit of gore, a lot of blood, a lot of death, a lot of explosions that just mangle some people. So, would I want to show this to my daughter? Her being young, even though she's not born just yet, but even going into 5 or 6 years old, I still would try to keep the show away from her because it is really gory. So, getting no points for us in the family friendly one. Next one, would my Southern Pentecostal mother approve? Surprisingly, yes. This show actually has quite a few Christians in it. The Portuguese that came over, they brought Christianity with them. So you kind of learn about the origin of Christianity in Japan and kind of how they played a part in the Japanese government at the time. So, yeah, I think she would really enjoy this. She loved the movie Priest, and there was quite a bit of gore going on in that one, but it was based off of a Christian story, and she enjoyed that one too. And kind of this one's the same principles some of the way in some ways. So, yeah, getting a point for my mother on this one. I know, surprise. And then last one, the bonus point. Do I personally like it? Yes. If you can't already tell, I love the show. I think they're already in talks for season two, and I hope that they do it. I would 100% recommend the show to anybody. If you have a free Saturday or Sunday, or even just want to break it up and watch it over a few weeks, if you have the time, please watch it. You'll enjoy it, and you won't leave any episode feeling disappointed. Um, this is a quick review, but that's really all I have for y'all today. I want to say I'm sorry for the lack of videos here recently. With Mako-chan almost being born, we had to get a few things taken care of. We got a room ready, baby shower, but hopefully, which I don't know, but hopefully I can get back on to a normal schedule of one review a week. But like I said, I don't want this channel to take away from my time with my family. This is a family focused channel, and I want to keep it that way. But it's really all for me. Hope you all have a great weekend, and see y'all next week. Bye.